back with another one.
All right, guys, this right here is a 2008 BMW X5 E70. And I came out today, and let me show you. If you look closely, the vehicle is sagging in the back. Okay, I'll come out, let you see the whole entire car. You can see that it's sagging in the back. This vehicle is a 3-row seat option vehicle, and it has airbags in the back for weight distribution. So the heavier the weight you put in it, the more the car pumps up automatically. It has 2 sensors at the back, kind of down at the bottom, and it basically measures how far the car squats down when the weight gets in it, and then the air compressor will automatically pump the car up to even the car out, basically. So right now it's sagging, and I'm going to take you through the steps to find out what's going on. All right, guys, so I'm sitting in the car, and I'm going to show you what the warning symbol looks like when your car is sagging, or your air compressor isn't working, or you have leaking airbags, a blown fuse, any of that. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like. All right, so that's it right there. You're gonna have a vehicle with arrows pointing up and down, and you're gonna get this message right here. Let's see, switching it back right here. You're gonna get this message: level control system malfunction. Now I'm gonna show you how to figure out what's going on if you get this symbol. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is come to the passenger side, and you're gonna look right up under the glove box. Up under here, you're gonna have 3 Phillips head screws. You got one here, and one there. You're gonna take all of those out. Once you take those out, you're gonna pull this whole panel down. All right, so let's do that first. It's 1, 2, you're just gonna pull this whole thing down just like this. Now, what you want to do is just kind of take this and pull it out, and just put it over to the side over here. Now, if you look underneath here, you see this gray plastic right here. This is your fuse box. If you look all the way up under there, you see that green screw right there. It's a Phillips head. You're going to take that loose, and this whole box is going to drop down. All right, okay, so now we have the panel down. See, the panel just pushes up in there, and that screw right there tightens it. It's just like a 1-turn type thing, so you don't have to use a cordless drill or anything. I would just use a regular manual Phillips head. Okay, just turn it and it'll drop down. Now, what we're looking for in here is the fuses that go to the suspension compressor. All right, so this right here is the paper that references all of your fuses and relays in the front or on the passenger side. Okay, let's see, what we're looking for is right here where it says 32, and we're looking for R2. Okay, so 32, that's slot 32, and relay R2. If you look right here, you see it says 32. The fuse is a 40, and it says air suspension compressor. All right, so that's what that is. And then let's look for R2. You look over here, these are your relays. It says R2 air suspension compressor. All right, so we're going to check both of those and make sure that they're good. All right guys, so I have my Power Probe 3 connected to the battery, and what we're going to do is we're going to check that fuse so I don't have to pull it out. So we're going to touch this one first just to see if it's working. Okay, so that's one side. That means power's over there and power's over there. All right, let's touch another one. Power, power. The high pitch noise is positive. The low pitch noise is ground. Okay, so that very top one up there, that 40 up there, that is the one for the suspension compressor. Okay, and then the green one relay on the right side over here, it's up there at the top. That's the relay for the suspension compressor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it and see if that is working. All right, let's see. Let's see, it's right here. One. Oh, you see that? So that means power's coming over here, but it's not going through. Okay, so, and then if you touch the other side, nothing. Never go down here and I touch this side. You see that? So that's telling me that that fuse is blown. So let's pull the fuse out and see if it's actually blown. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if this baby's blown. And look at that. It is blown. Okay. Okay, so we got to get a 40 fuse and replace that. That's blown. I have one right here. Let's put that in there. Let's see, up here at the top. Right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to check that relay too. So now we know that the 40 is good. I'm going to check the relay also. So let's see if I can get this out of here. Here we go. Got the relay. Just put this down. Now I have a relay tester, which is this little thing here. I bought that relay tester for like 14 bucks. So we're gonna put the positive over here, negative over here. All right, so it's on. We get the relay, find the area where it'll plug in at, which is over here. I'll plug that in. Just like that. Now it had 5 prongs on the bottom, so what we got to do is we got to make sure that this is set to 5. It's on 4 right now, so we're going to put on 5, and we're going to press this button that says test. Now what it's going to do is cycle this relay on and off multiple times to see if it gets the same output every time. And if it's good, it'll turn green like it is now, and if it's bad, it will be red. So this is actually a good relay. All right, so we're going to take this out and put this relay back in. Let's see. Let's see. This part right here goes down, so we put it in just like this. There we go. So we got that in. Okay. All right, so now we're in the back of the vehicle. There's a rear fuse box here. So we're gonna pull this out. There you go. That's the rear fuse box. And let's see, which one is the one that operates the suspension. Let's see. All right, so here we go right here, 107. It's a 10 amp fuse. Let's see, it's the electronic rod height control. All right, so it's for the rear. Let's see. Over here it is right here, 107. So 107, okay. So let's look over here. Let's see, it's this one, not this dark red one, but this lighter color one right here. That's the one we're trying to see if that actually is blown. Let's see. So we're gonna touch it. All right, it's working on that side and it's working on that side. So it's telling me that that fuse is good. Now, after you've checked all your fuses and your fuses are good, this rod height one back here, if you take this out, you just pop it out, pull it out, and then put it back in, that should activate your pump. Okay, so as soon as you plug this in, your pump should just it should just come right on. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I hear nothing. All right, so the next step is to remove the EHC, which is the electronic rod height control module. That is right here. You just pull that out of its slot. This right here is called the EHC, electronic rod height control module. All right, and with this one, what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect it first. So right here at the top, you're going to push down and pull back this locking tab right here, just like that. Just pull it back. That'll disconnect the connector. Okay, so if you look at it, it has a little slit right here. You have to pop these out and disconnect it. So you can push down like this. There you go. In there is the actual board. To push the board out, if you look on the sides right here, you see these little tabs you can push down. You're gonna push all of those down on both sides and push it out the back, basically. All right, so you can see that I pushed them all down, and it'll just come directly out. Now, on this board, what you're looking for is any wet spots. Maybe it got soaked with water. So you're gonna look on the back and see if you can see any signs of burn marks anywhere. Just kind of look it over real good. If this thing is wet, you may be able to dry this off with a heat gun. If you have a burned spot or a bad chip on it, you just go to the junkyard and get you another one, or go on eBay and get you another one of these. This one right here shows no signs of burns or bad chip or water damage. So what we're gonna do is put this back in. Let's see which way it goes. I think it goes like this. Yep, goes just like that. Put it in, and you can just push it out like that. So let's lock back in and close the box, and then put this right back on. And with this, you leave this locking tab down like this and push down on it, and as you're pushing down, you push back and it'll lock. Just like that. Push down on it and lock. slide it right back. All right, guys, so before you try to remove your air compressor from underneath or in the trunk area, depends on what type of vehicle you have, you want to see if you can get your hands on a scan tool that will allow you to activate the air compressor, or you can have a program like IMPA. You would have to have a DCAN cable right here. I got a K+DCAN cable to USB interface. I'm going to use this. What we're going to do is plug this into the OBD2 connector. Plug it up. It's going to turn red, and let's go to the computer. Now it says that the cable is detected right here. Has a yes. It says ignition off. So what you want to do is go ahead and put the key in the ignition. I'm going to go ahead and turn the car on. All right, there we go. So we have the car on. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, let's see, going to go down here to the bottom where it says F6 E70. I'm in a BMW X5 E70, so I'm going to click that. And we're going to go up here where it says chassis. Double click it. Now you have two areas. You have up here where it says one axle air suspension, and then down here it says one axle air suspension. And it's this bottom one here. Alright, here we go. We're going to hit OK. Alright. Let's see, now we're in the main menu. Now, if you look right here, it says F6 activate. So you can either hit F6 or you can just go down here at the bottom and hit activate. We're going to click that. Up here at the top says F1 hand control. We're going to click that. Go down to, it says hand. Alright. Now, this area right here, this is the area that allows you to raise or lower your car, okay? If you look right here, where is it? Right here, it says rear axle, F1, lift. That means if you hit F1 or click it down there at the bottom, the back end of your car is going to just lift up on both sides. It'll just lift up. If you hit F2, it'll lower. Then you can do either side. So on this side right here, it has rear left, and then it has rear right. You can lift the rear left or lower, and you can lift the rear right or lower. Okay, so we're going to do the first one right here. The very first one, because we're going to lift the back at the same time. Alright, so we're going to go down here and we're going to hit this. See? Okay. Now I hit it. The pump didn't come on. As you can see, it tells you that the compressor should be pumping right now, and it should be doing the rear left and the rear right. But I just heard the fuse pop. I don't know if you could hear that when I was recording, but the fuse popped. So that lets me know that the compressor is bad on this vehicle. And guys, you don't need the IMPA software to check to see if your compressor is bad. If the 40 amp fuse is blown, 9 times out of 10 your compressor is bad. Okay, so I just wanted to let everybody know that I just use the IMPA software so that people who actually do have the software could see how to actually check to see if the compressor is bad. I will have another video for you guys showing me removing the compressor and how to check the compressor once the compressor is out to see if the compressor is bad. If it was good, you would hit this and the back end would be lifting up, and as it was lifting up, all you would have to do is just go over here where it says F9 and hit stop. See how everything went away? and that would stop it from lifting up. So this right here tells me that the compressor on this vehicle is bad. All right, so we're gonna replace the 40 fuse again, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to remove the compressor. All right, so we're gonna check to see if it actually blew it again. This right here is the old one. I'm gonna just sit that right there. That's right there, and we're gonna check this and see if it blew the new one. Let's see. I heard it pop. Yep, and it did. You see that? See that bad boy's pop. Just to let you see both. You see that? Both of them are gone. So I'm going to change the 40 amp fuse and the compressor on this vehicle. This video is to show you the common symptoms your BMW auto leveling suspension has failed.